Alright, welcome back. Got a brand new tent stove. Gonna get the hot tent set up, check out this stove, see how good it works, and spend the night in the woods. Alright, let's get started. It's about +2 right now. Only supposed to get down to 0, -1 tonight, so probably don't even need a stove, but I really wanted to come and test it out. I've been excited about getting a new stove for a long time. One, two, 3, 4. Alright, so this stove, it's not a very expensive one. I bought it off Amazon. Comes with these cool purple black gloves. The stovepipe is 2 different pieces that are telescoping. It comes with a chimney flue. One thing I love about this stove is that it obviously comes with the hardware you need to put together, but it also comes with a screwdriver. So I don't have to remember to bring one. Or I don't have to remember to bring my multi-tool that has a screwdriver on it. It comes with a little screwdriver, which is really handy. And the stove itself. So the main reason I chose this stove over others is because of this right here. I packaged it back up in the with the foam and everything that it came with, just to keep it safe. But the main reason I chose this stove was it comes with a big like window, which is actually the door to the stove. And I wanted to be able to see the fire. My old tent stove is just a big metal tube and you close the door on it. The only way you can see the fire inside is if you have the airflow opened and you can kind of see the flames through little holes, but I just wanted to be able to watch the fire at night. You do spend a lot of time in your tent when you're winter camping sometimes, and it just makes it better. I'm going to grab one more pole just to tie out these two guy lines that go around where the stove jack is, just in case it gets windy or something. I can just tie them right to the poles. Sure, I'm going to flip this around. It's only a 0 rated sleeping bag. I think that's a bit extreme for this one, but I have a down top quilt I can put over top if it does get too cold tonight. Hopefully this stove, sleeping bag should be a good combination. They have the tent closed now. And even with this small fire on, it's already way too hot in here. I definitely won't need it to sleep in, but it's still pretty cool to have. It's just want to give this whole system a little shakedown before taking it out in the real cold. It's cooking. Fire's going. Squirrels are chirping. It's a good day. Well, it's done, finally. I had to open the door. It was getting a little hot in here. Still a bit early in the season for you really needing the stove in a tent, but it's fun to cook on. And try this gnocchi. Delicious. Even left over. Just fry it in some oil. Perfect. Well, I forgot a fork, but I brought a spoon. A couple of years ago for Christmas I got a spoon carving knife, and I've carved exactly one spoon. And this is it. Works great. I've used it a lot. I put some salad bowl oil on it. It's like a food safe oil finish. Just hand wash it. It works fantastic. I've used it so many times. I don't even need to carve any more spoons. Although buying a spoon would have probably been cheaper than buying a spoon carving knife, but hey, now I have infinite spoons. Potentially. Oh, well, I think that's all for me tonight. You can hear the coyotes. They're down by the river just yipping, having a good time. They always sound closer than they are. I'm going to pack it in. It's dark out. It's getting cold. Get the fire going and relax. Just going to listen to an audiobook tonight for a couple hours and then get to sleep. It snowed a little last night. Not as much as I hoped it would, but just gonna drink this coffee and then have to pack up, head home. Just a quick overnight trip this time. Overall, I'd say I'm quite happy with the way that tent turned out. I've used the tent lots, winter, summer, all seasons, but it's always been a struggle to get a stove in there because it's such a small tent. But this new stove is much smaller than my old one, and just the shape and the way it sets up inside that tent makes it feel way roomier than my old tent stove. The old tent stove was a bit big. Plus having the poles on the outside instead of that one center pole on the inside really makes a big difference in terms of how much room is in there. So definitely looking forward to taking this out in some nice snowy, really cold weather. It got down to about 0 last night, so I didn't need the stove to stay warm. And typically you don't when you winter camp in a hot tent. You don't want to rely on the stove to keep you warm. Your sleeping gear should be enough to keep you warm. The stove is just, it's a bonus, so you can take off your jacket and your snow pants and just relax for a bit when it's it's cold and windy out. Yeah, I know this French press is a little fancy, but it's insulated, so in the winter or when it's cold, I like to make coffee in it, because if you just make coffee in like my regular wood cup, then it just gets cold really fast, and you have to kind of drink it fast. You can't really enjoy it. Well, that's all for this one. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.